Today, I have the absolute pleasure of talking to our Perth co-author of I Said Yes, Sarah Griffiths. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on this call today to share a little bit of a sneak peek of what we can expect from your chapter, From Broken to Believing. And now I had the pleasure of connecting with you when I was in Perth with my author tour, and you and I connected, and then I mentioned to you about this project that we're doing about how people have said yes to opportunities and how that has transformed in life and in business and in all different other shapes and forms in our day-to-day life. Now, I have read your chapter a few times over, given that when you submitted the manuscript and when I put it all together, it is a very interesting read and it really gets you thinking on a deeper level.
Good.
But I want to hear from you, Sarah. Tell the readers and the listeners what they can expect from your chapter.
What I would like to think that people would get is really inspired to look at their lives at the moment, look at what they're doing, particularly if they're not happy with what they're doing, and work out why. Because for me, that whole chapter was about my very long journey, where there were many clues along the way about what I should have been doing. And I finally got to it, you know, now with the writing and the teaching and the counseling and the coaching and everything. But there were a lot of diversions. So I would really like to think that that chapter will make people think about what's going on with them, and start to listen to that, you know, that small voice, that whisper, that tap on the shoulder that they keep ignoring, you know, because it's scary. It's scary.
And that's such a great way to say it, because you know you want to keep the readers a little bit curious as this interview goes on, and also with the launch happening very soon. But you are 100% right, and your chapter really showcases that. And I think very often we encounter fear, and that fear can be so crippling. And when we say yes to an opportunity, or yes to just doing about anything in our life, whether that's in our career, in our business, in day-to-day life with our family members, sometimes there is fear. Sometimes we are challenged far beyond, you know, our comfort levels. And then there is that moment of, oh my gosh, fear has kicked in. I'm going to run the other way rather than following through with that yes. And you really take the readers on a journey to really tap into that. That being said, I want to ask you, Sarah, you know, obviously I told you a little bit about what this project I Said Yes is, and it's with 14 other Australian and New Zealand businesswomen that are sharing their journeys. What went through your mind when I reached out and mentioned to you about I Said Yes?
It was just one of those amazing moments where something that I had been thinking I should do this, I really should get this down, this can help and inspire other people. And plus I'd been talking about writing a book, but writing a book is a big project. And this was an opportunity to have a voice writing a chapter. And it was a chapter about something that's really important to me, and that can really affect other people. So it was just one of those amazing defining moments in life where I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that this opportunity is presenting itself to me, because it just encompasses so many things that are important to me at the moment. And it was just such an amazing opportunity. I just I loved it.
Oh, perfect. And then before I let you go, I'm going to ask you one last question. And that is around, you've said yes to obviously countless opportunities that have led you onto the journey that you're on. You know, you have two amazing businesses, well, three amazing businesses, I should say, with the coffee club, your other business in Margaret River, and then what you're doing around the coaching space. So you have seen a lot, you have heard a lot, experienced a lot, and I'm going to assume here you have said yes to a lot of things that have led you through this journey on various parts. You know, some might have been more challenging than others, some a lot more scary. if you were to sum up a feeling or something that kept you on your path by saying yes to this opportunity, is there one word that you could use to sum up all these things that you have encountered by saying yes?
One word is very difficult, but the one word that really does sum it up is expansion. It's just the expansion of life and the expansion of myself. Because when you stay in your comfort zone, you can't grow. And all your growth and all your experience and your enjoyment and just your expansion of life comes from when you say yes. And every time you say yes, you grow more and you experience something different. And what happens is every time you do it, the next thing you say yes to is actually bigger than the previous one. So that's really interesting. But it doesn't get scarier because you know more. You're a better person. You're a bigger person. So you just keep expanding yourself. And that's not just for you, that expands the lives and the opportunities for all the people around you, everyone you have contact with. It's amazing. It's an amazing journey when you constantly say yes to the right things.
That's it. No, that is fantastic. I love the word expansion. And I love you said something. You said because you have said yes to so many things, you have learned and grown so much that it is not as scary as what it used to be.
No.
Which is just amazing. I think that's what our readers and listeners are going to really tap into and go, okay, that's a really good golden nugget to attach ourselves to, because that really gives you a level of, I suppose, when we feel discomfort, we can tie ourselves into that one sentence and goes, that's kind of a little bit comforting to us to kind of go, when it gets scary, well, you've been down this path before, you've had challenges before, you're going to be able to get through this one as well. So that being said, Sarah, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for being a part of I Said Yes, collaborating with us and being a part of this, adding so much value. The book launch happens in just over a week. We will see you in Melbourne. You are flying in from Perth.
I'm really excited.
It's going to be amazing. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you in Melbourne very soon.
Okay, thanks, Samantha. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.